going to learn maths. Now, as you know that we are already doing chapter number 5, multiplication, and in the last class we have completed multiplication of 2-digit number by 1 without and with carrying over. Okay, and also we have done 3-digit number by 1-digit number without carrying over. Now, in this class we are going to learn multiplication of 3-digit number by 1-digit number with carrying over. Okay, so it is not that difficult, like just little bit difference is there. Otherwise the process is same as what you have learned in the earlier class. Okay, so I have taken one example over here, 224 multiplied by 4. Okay, you can see I have written the question 224 multiplied by 4. So 224 is 3-digit number and we are multiplying by 1-digit number. So as we know that we have to start from the ones place, we multiply. This upper one is the multiplicand, down is multiplier, and the answer which we get is known as product. Okay, so we'll start multiplying 4 by ones place. First we will multiply 4 by ones place. 4 into 4 is 16. So 16 is a 2-digit number. 10 plus 6 is 16, right? So what we are going to do, we will write 6 in ones place, because we will just write the ones place digit in the ones place. And what about the 1? 110 will be carried to the next place value. But how we are going to do this? First we will multiply 4 by tens. Tens place. In tens place, what is the digit? 2. So first we will multiply 4 into 2, and after that we will add the carryover. Okay, so 4 into 2 is 8 and 8 plus 1 is 9. Okay, then now the next place value is 100. So we will multiply 4 by 2, or the hundreds place. In the hundreds place also 2 is the number, so 4 2s are 8. So our answer is, what is the answer? Answer is 896. When you multiply 224 by 4, we get 896. Okay, so this is how we have to do. First we will multiply by ones place, and if the answer comes in 2-digit, then we will write only ones place digit in the ones place under ones place column, and 110 or 210, whatever it is there in the tens place, we will carry it to the next place value. Then we will multiply with the multiplier, like we will multiply the tens place multiplicand with the multiplier, and then whatever answer we get, we will write, we will not write that answer, we will keep that in mind, and with the carryover we will add, and then after adding whatever the number comes, we write below just in the column of tens. Then we multiply with the hundreds place, and then finally we get the answer. Okay, so I will do one more questions, one more example, so that it becomes more clear to you. So I will take the example from your book itself. You see in your book page number, you can find it's page number 85. Page number 85, I have done the second question. Find the product. 85, first one is already done for you. Second one I have done, and third one I will be doing here. 308, okay, multiplied with 3. Now we will start from ones place. We will read the table of what? Read the table of 23. So 3 8s are how much? 3 8s are, we know, it is 24. Now again it is 2-digit number, so we will write ones place number below the ones place. And what about this 2 tens? We will carry it to the next place value. Okay, after that we will multiply 3 by 0. Now when I taught you the properties of multiplication, I told you that whenever we multiply any number by 0, the product is 0 only. multiply 3 into 0, it becomes 0. Now 0 plus 2 is how much? 0 plus 2 is 2. So I'll write here 2. Okay. Then 3 3s are how much? 9. So my answer is what? Answer is 920. Okay. So in this way we will be doing the next number. Okay. I'll do one more question and then rest you will do by yourself. Number 4. 345. Please write, always write the place values, okay? HTO 345 multiplied by 2. Now 345 multiplied by 2. Now we will start from ones place. 2 5s are 10. So if it is 10, that means in ones place we will write 0 and this 110 will go over here. 2 4s are 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 2 3s are 6. So our answer is 690. Alright. So this is how we are going to do page number 85. Now we will move to the next and the last page of this chapter, that is word problems. Now the word problems, in word problems I'll tell you what. Yeah, we will start with the word problem. That means the story sums. In page number 86, you will see there are so many word problems given. Now, in multiplication, first of all, let me tell you what happens in multiplication. How do we understand that we have to do multiplication? We need to know this. When the value of one thing is given and we have to find the value for many, we always multiply. See why I have written this, because not only in class 2 but in other classes also, class 3, 4, like throughout your life you have to remember this. When we understand that we have to do multiplication, whenever we have been given the value of one thing and we have to find out the value of many, in that case we always multiply. Okay, say for example, I went to the shop and I have to buy 5 pens. Okay, then I asked the shopkeeper that what is the cost of 1 pen, right? Now the cost of 1 pen, example I am just doing here, cost of 1 pen is rupees 5. And how many pens I have to buy? I have to buy, say, I have to buy cost of, or I have to find out the cost of 5 pens. So in this case, what am I going to do? I will multiply 5 into 5. So 5 into 5 is how much? Rupees 25. Okay. So I will be paying the shopkeeper 25 rupees to get 5 pens. Right. So what are the information given to me? I know that the cost of 1 pen and I know how many pens I have to buy. But I don't know how much rupees I have to pay to the shopkeeper. So for that I have to do multiplication. Right. So I will take one example from your book also, so that it becomes easier for you to understand. So what you are going to do, children, when you will do this like word problems in your book, before that please copy this what I have written in your CW copy, maths CW copy. Okay, It is very important for you to know. Okay, I am rubbing it and I will take one example from your book. The first one is already done. I will read out the question for you. There are 56 mango in a basket. How many mangoes are there in 3 such baskets? If suppose 3 baskets are there, okay, and in each basket 56 mangoes are there. So we can do repeated addition, but we are not going to do repeated addition here. Rather, we will do 56 multiplied by 3. So when we do 56 multiplied by 3, this is carryover multiplication, 2-digit carryover multiplication. 3 6 are 18 and 1 is carryover. 1 we will add here. 3 5s are 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. So in 3 baskets, 168 mangoes will be there. Then in answer, I will write answer 168 mangoes. Okay, I know how many baskets are there, and I know in one basket how many mangoes are there. And now what do I have to find out? I have to find out in 3 baskets how many mangoes are there. Right? So that we have to find out. Now in the second question, question number 2. A bus can carry 72 people. One bus. Listen. So the value of 1 is given. In one bus, 72 people can go. How many people can be carried by 8 such buses? If like that 8 buses are there, then altogether how many people can go? Okay. So here also I know that in one bus how many people can go. And how many number of buses are there like that? 8 buses are there. So now I can easily find out how many people can go in all the 8 buses. Right? This also by multiplication. So how we can do this? Now this is the bus. Okay, so in each bus, how many people can go? In one bus, 72 people can go. Now in 8 buses, obviously more number of people can go because 72 plus 72 plus 72. Or what we can do is just 72 multiplied by, okay, I need to rub, I'll just make it small, okay. Alright, so 72 multiplied by 8. So when we multiply 72 by 8, 8 2s are 16. Okay, I'll write here 16 and carry over 1. Then 8 7s are 56. 56 plus 1, 57. So the answer will be 576 people. This many people can go in 8 buses. Okay. Rest you will do by yourself. I will not do it for you. Alright. Now rest, another 4 questions are left which you will complete and you will send your work for correction. So in this video only this much. Just practice these sums and practice the rest of the sums also. And if you face any difficulty, please do let me know. And please prepare for your exam which is coming very soon. You are going to have UT. Okay, and I will send you the syllabus also very soon, right? So that's all in this video. In the next video I'll be back with again some more topics, new topics. Okay, till then take care and bye.